Americans can now renew their passports online. Take a look for the first time ever.
Now with an ABC News exclusive about a new way to renew your passport that can save you time. And you can do it all from home. Janae Norman has the details for us. And look like we sent you to the airport to show us what we can do from home. Janae, good morning.
And in fact, you did, Michael. Good morning. And according to the text message from Gio, I'm now a transportation correspondent. This is a huge deal for the tens of millions of Americans.
Let me say this about baby girl right here. She looked like she got good energy and that she the type of person that you would probably want to make a wife. I know we talk about how sexy and fine and we get derailed and all of this stuff, and she is very pretty, and I like what she's looking like. But see, a person with this type of energy and personality, this is the type of person that you want to be around. This is the perfect, nice, bubbly, good energy, energetic, all of that. Perfect person that you want to be around. Immediately when she hit the screen, I'm thinking to myself, oh man, that's the type of person that you want to have a conversation with. Sit down and have a cup of coffee. Yeah, man, see, this is the derailment show. Gorgeous, gorgeous, pretty girl, gorgeous, natural hair. That's my type right there.
Who are flocking to airports like this and taking to the skies to travel overseas. No more paper applications or snail mails or long wait times for appointments. You can now renew your passport from home. This morning, a game changer for international travel. For the first time ever, Americans can renew their passports online.
I mean, we expect 5 million Americans to be able to use this every year.
The State Department revealing exclusively to ABC News its pilot passport renewal.
Somebody says she's married. That's the whole point. She looked like the type of woman that get picked. She looked like the type of woman that would be married. That's the whole idea behind it.
Program is now fully available to the public. If you meet the criteria, an adult 25 or older who's had a passport before, you'll no longer have to fill out and print that paper application, mail a check, or make an appointment. The modernization making it easier as a record number of Americans are traveling internationally. Last year, the State Department hit an all-time high, processing and issuing more than 24 million passports.
The process of applying for a passport online will be much more convenient for Americans.
It's pretty simple. You have to create an account to start the application process on the State Department's website, enter your old passport information and upcoming travel plans, and no more finding a place to get your picture taken. For so many Americans, when you get your passport picture, it's a whole ordeal. You have to go somewhere to get it taken. Now you can do that on your phone.
You can upload your photo and apply completely online without having to do anything in person or send anything through the mail.
Just make sure to follow the guidelines. No selfies, a plain white background, and the photo has to be recent. Then check out with the debit or credit card and you're done. And while current wait times for processing, we're told, are about 6 to 8 weeks, they say that those are coming in much quicker than that, and that's whether you do it online or by mail. However, for expedited services, you do still need to do those by mail or in person.
So now for the first time, which it seemed like this was already a thing, now for the first time you're able to renew. I don't know if you can apply for a new passport. I don't think so. But you're able to only renew your passport online, which expedites the process and makes it much easier. So you ain't got to go and get another photo. You ain't got to go to the post office. You ain't got to go none of that stuff. You could just renew your passport online. I do sense that there will be a lot of fraud and hacking and stuff like that going on. But anyways, let's continue. So in addition to that, mother pushes her daughter, her 1-year-old, out of the car over spilled shampoo. Some of y'all don't need to be mothers at all. Some of y'all genuinely don't need to be mothers. This is why I say everybody don't deserve kids. Oh, Anton, you can't say everybody don't. Everybody don't deserve to be a mother.
We begin with a follow-up on a story we first brought to you last week after witnesses say they saw a woman throw her 1-year-old child out of a moving car. Today, that mother appeared before a judge.
Yeah, we're also learning what police say happened in the car before the young girl was picked up by a Good Samaritan. NBC6's Lena Salzbank has the new details from court.
It's really just heartbreaking. The more details we learn about this case, that woman was arrested on Friday in Miramar and then extradited back here to Miami-Dade. She faces charges of child abuse and child neglect. Tashay Chelsea Mills stood before a judge Wednesday just 5 days after law enforcement issued a be on the lookout for the 29-year-old and her 1-year-old child.
Charge you with 2 counts of child abuse, one count of child abuse, no great bodily harm, and 1 count of child neglect.
The Florida Missing Child Alert was issued after witnesses say they saw Mills toss a 1-year-old out of a moving car on Northwest 37th Avenue and Northwest 54th Street in Hialeah last Thursday.
The child had gravel on her face and I think blood on her head.
Look at her face. Look at the monster. Look at the monster. Now, couple things to pay attention to here. Number one, who is getting these monsters pregnant? Y'all had to lay down with this chick. Get it off. I'm not even sure I can get it up. You had to get off. You had to complete the task. You had to see it through. Y'all seen that through. Y'all just be doing anything with anybody at any time. Y'all some nasty dudes out here. It's some nasty dudes. You had to lay down or let that thing lay on you and get it off and feel good about yourself and feel comfortable afterwards. That's number one. Number two, if you go back a couple steps,
They saw Mills toss a 1-year-old.
That woman right there apparently was a woman that picked up the child that had all of the gravel and the blood on their face after being tossed out of the car. And then if you looked in the beginning, which I'm not sure if they're going to replay it, she then walks up to her after that woman is calling the police and saying, hey, man, it was a kid that was tossed out the car. Oh, my God, I can't believe it. And the woman walks up and snatches the baby out of her hand.
Out of a moving car on Northwest 37th Avenue and Northwest 54th Street in Hialeah last Thursday.
The child had gravel on her face and I think blood on her head.
According to the arrest warrant, a witness who was in the passenger seat.
Surprised it wasn't that no bumper having never mind. Let me continue.
At the time of the incident, told detectives this all happened after the baby spilled shampoo in the back seat of the car.
So she pushed the victim out of the car because she spilled shampoo in the car. That's after hitting her.
The report says when the baby cried, Mills got angry, opened the door, and pushed her out.
Hey, are you okay? It's okay. I'm going to sit down. Come here. Oh, my God.
As witnesses rushed to help the child, moments later, 2 cars pulled up and surveillance video shows Mills returning to the scene, violently taking the child back from the woman who was trying to help.
Hey, but oh, my God. I need you guys to come.
Detectives say they tried to get Mills to return to the scene and get the child medical attention, but she failed to do so.
So, more monsters on the loose. Like I always say, more monsters on the loose, and y'all cannot tell me that it's not people that's walking around with demons on their shoulders. And then last but not least, our illustrious Mayor Mohawk, who loves to spend thousands and thousands and tens of thousands of dollars on making sure that his beard is perfectly grayed and his mohawk, which is absolutely played out, is still in place, is fighting to remove ShotSpotter from their city while city council is trying to prevent him from doing so. Check it out.
Acrimony between Mayor Johnson and City Council is unlike anything we've seen here in decades. He issues a rare veto on a City Council vote that defied his wishes to keep ShotSpotter around.
33 alderpeople against 14 voted to give the Chicago police superintendent authority to continue ShotSpotter after the mayor canceled it effective this weekend.
You can see the light at the end of the tunnel and come on over to the side and show this city that we're united and moving forward for the best interest of everyone and vote in favor of this ordinance. That's the beauty of democracy.
The mayor remained defiant despite the blowout loss, immediately announcing he would veto the ordinance and holding steadfast to his belief that the technology does not work as advertised.
When this was brought before the people of Chicago, this is what they were told, that it would reduce violence and it would lead to more arrests. It's done neither.
Sound Thinking, the company behind ShotSpotter, says the technology saves lives, and today they offered it at a discount going forward. But Mayor Johnson says the ordinance is an illegal overreach by the legislative branch, setting up a potential court fight. Older people say they'd rather the mayor simply take the loss as a message.
I hope, seeing the writing on the wall, that the mayor understands, to use his terms, this is the adult world. The legislature is compelling me to do something, and he will go ahead and execute a contract.
No thanks, Johnson replied.
Now, look, if people want a mayor who is going to appease folks, to just satisfy some of the proclivities that people might have, I'm not that person. I was elected to transform this city. And guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to transform this city.
Transform it into a piece of transform it into hell. God, don't we realize how bad it is in Chicago right now? So you telling me you want to remove the very tools, the minimal amount of tools that you have in your possession to quickly identify where shots are going off, to assist a police force that is down over 2,000 police officers, especially at a time where y'all have spent over $700 million on migrants and is facing a $1 billion plus budget deficit, suspending city services, suspending hiring employees, and is losing a population while at the same time raising property taxes. That's a transformation for you. Ladies and gentlemen, that's your quick hits.